I was in a relationship with someone for 6 years, and it took a while for us to become friends. But now we're like, he's my best friend. Like, he's the reason why I stay sane, and I'd like to believe. Actually, yeah, I do most of the job keeping him sane. I actually didn't get recognized in India as much as my first trip to
International artist.
not really, because when you like, there's this one time I was standing outside a cafe in Barcelona, I think, and I was on a call with my mom, and we were fighting about something, and suddenly there are these two, like one young girl and one boy, brother sister. They saw me, and I saw them look at me, but I thought, yeah, whatever. Matlab, they must have thought Indian or Pakistani Indian or something like that, And they passed away, and I came back. They said, "Can we get a picture with you?" I'm like, 1 second, I'm in Barcelona. Like, this is it's beyond my.
So, my debut film is going to be out. It's called Kache Limbu. I don't know when it's releasing. I've just said it soon. You just have to be persistent, and you don't have to fit in all aspects of life. You just have to fit in one aspect.
Hey everyone, this is MissMalini, and today I'm here with the cast of -1. This is Ayush and Aisha. And you can't see everyone who's behind the camera, but you'll be able to see them on the Reels, the Good Creator Co. and Girl Tribe, where we do really fun live interviews. But thank you guys for coming today.
Thank you so much for having us. Sorry, I'm really late for the...
Well, on the ground, nobody will know.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to say it. You
But I just had to. Sorry, I'm late.
now loosen up.
Okay,
I don't
okay,
have to
okay.
be here. No, we're all here.
Well, we're all good. Okay, now super excited about -1 that's coming to Lionsgate Play on the 14th. Valentine's Day is the perfect day for this. So tell me about this reboot, because the YouTube trailer doesn't mention season 2 anywhere.
Yes.
So what's the story?
So, this is called the new chapter. It is not related to season 1. It is a genre shift, because season 1 was very, fun, light, comedy.
Yeah.
And it was short episodes, not that intense. But this is a genre shift, but the characters' names are the same, the relation is the same, but it's a tone shift. So it's become a relationship drama. It's become very serious. It deals with issues like toxicity. It deals with issues like self-love, breakup, obviously, independence, sacrifice, a lot of things.
Yeah.
So that's why we thought, if we call people from that to this, they will kill us.
Yeah.
So
They'll be like, what have you done
Yeah.
to my rom-com?
So we thought, let's name this a new chapter, which is going to be like, theek hai, chalo yaar. It's a fresh start. You can start from episode 1, and it's not going to be like, what am I watching? Should I watch something before this? It starts from episode 1, from the first minute. So
Makes sense.
मैंने पूरा समझा दिया.
So I love it. Aisha, tell us about Varun and Riya, and how are they very different from the first -1?
So, like Ayush said, that it's a genre shift, and we're seeing the same characters that you guys have given a lot of love to in season 1. From a very different lens, and you're seeing the characters grow from the age of 21 to 22 to like about when they're 28, 30 years old. So in 7 years, you actually see the characters, their growth, the issues that they have, the whole journey, So obviously it's fleshed out a lot more, and you really see why Riya and Varun are at a place right now, and what all has caused that. So I think that's really beautiful.
And what do you think? Is it possible to live with your ex? Have you guys experienced that? Is it doable?
I don't know. Sir.
Definitely, like I was in a relationship with someone for 6 years, and it took a while for us to become friends. But now we're like, he's my best friend. Like, he's the reason why I stay sane, and I'd like to believe. Actually, yeah, I do most of the job keeping him sane. So yeah.
And this is actually a true story. This is our director's story. He used to live with his ex, and the name of the show is -1, because you always generally go with your +1. But he was living with his ex, and he didn't want to explain it to people what the relationship was. तो पार्टी में अगर कोई उनको पूछता था कि आप किसके साथ आ रहे हो, तो वो बस बोलते थे मैं मेरी -1 के साथ आ रहा हूँ.
-1.
Oh, this is really cool.
Yeah.
So है ना, अच्छा है ना, तो सब लोग बोल दे रहा अभी अपना एकदम से सा रूम कुछ जैसे हो भाई. It's that was the reason why -1 ka name happened. So our director is the most experienced in this.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, I have to ask you this. Is being an OTT star very different from being a film or TV star? What do you think?
We are
Very controversial question.
we are not film stars only to know what that feels
that's
like. But being
Okay, so let me ask you, what does OTT stardom feel like? Like, do you feel like when is that moment that you realize that wow, I'm famous?
You know, when you go to colleges, you realize that you're famous.
No, also like when you travel abroad, like I actually didn't get recognized in India as much as my first trip to.
International artist.
No, not really, you know, because when you like, there was this one time I was standing outside a cafe in Barcelona, I think, and I was on a call with my mom and we were fighting about something, and suddenly there are these two, like one young girl and one boy, brother, sister, they saw me. And I saw them look at me, but I thought, yeah, whatever. Matlab, they must have thought Indian or Pakistani Indian or something like that, you know. And they passed away and I came back. They said, can we get a picture with you? I'm like, 1 second, I'm in Barcelona. Like, this is, it's beyond my.
Spanish में बात करो तभी दूंगी.
So I think that was the moment I realized, okay, you know, people do recognize me, and you know, like there is something that's happening, and this was very initially.
Sure.
So I was like, I don't know what this is, but it feels great. So
Makes sense.
But yeah, it feels nice when we started from the web age, and colleges and stuff like that were the main people who watched YouTube videos and filter copy videos and all those things.
Sure.
So I think that's how the audience knows us, those young people. And when we do shows like these, we want the elder ones and everyone to watch it and be like, hey, oh, this one, he's a good actor, and oh, she's a good actor.
that's why we cried a lot. We were like, okay, that's just you know, like even like audience can come in and watch
हम
us.
ऐसे भी कर सकते हैं थोड़ा. Please give us a chance. So that was it.
And what's the dream? Is the dream to make the leap to Bollywood one day?
So my debut film is gonna be out. It's called Kache Limbu. I don't know when it's releasing. I've just said it soon, but I think it's in the next coming months. So I'm very excited for that. So that's my debut. So I don't know how, where, what will happen, but I'm just excited that I've done a Bollywood film and it's going to be my first. So it's very big
Congratulations!
moment. Yeah.
Amazing. What's the secret that you've learned along the way?
Along the way is a lot. One of them is be persistent. I think as actors, as content creators, we're very used to getting rejected, and rejection can come from anywhere, not only like work-wise, but family, from friends, from a lot of situations. So in that, I just tell people that you just have to be persistent, and you don't have to fit in all aspects of life. You just have to fit in one aspect. So just keep searching for that one, and don't give up. Like, just be persistent. And I think that's the message which I would like to give on this show. One message which I learned for myself was to feel things and love yourself a little more. Like, we often in a relationship are always like, yaar, I love you so much and I will do so much for you. And still by the end of it, you're not happy. But that's because you don't love yourself enough to love the other person and to accept the situation or yourself, many things. So I think this show taught me a lot about self-love, and that's what I take away from it. So I think actors generally need to love, or content creators need to love yourself a lot. We always keep criticizing ourselves, saying कि यार मैं मोटा हो गया हूँ, यार मैं ये हो गया हूँ, मेरा ये ठीक नहीं है.
Views, or I'm not getting enough likes, but I did such a good job. I put in so much.
तो खुद से प्यार सब हो जाएगा. That's one thing which मेरा TED Talk खत्म.
And you, Aisha?
I think, see, like this was something only from experience. Like, I am somebody for who work is definitely very important, but it's really just a part of my life. And I've really tried. It gets really hard because, then people try to tell you that no, you're lazy or you're not ambitious enough or you don't have enough passion. No, but my life is way more than just my work. I don't want to sit at home, because for actors or content creators, you're not going to office every day clocking in the number of hours. Nobody is giving you that validation. Aaj maine kaam kiya, so I'm a good productive person. That doesn't happen. So even when you're sitting at home and you're not able to make content and you're not able to do anything, just enjoy that, because one day will come when you will, inshallah, everybody will have so much work and you all will have so many things to do. Life will pass you by and you'll not know it. I really feel like I was 21 yesterday and I'm not. But I'm so glad that all the times that I wasn't working, I was sad a little bit. I mean, we all are. But I just made sure that whatever time I got for myself, I enjoyed it, So just to remember that work is a part of life, and life is so much more than that.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. And don't forget to watch -1.
Bye-bye.